Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'm not good enough? Or looked at someone and immediately labeled them without knowing their story? Or had something happen and instantly decided that it was a bad thing? Welcome back to Self Love First. I'm Alicia. I appreciate you being here. And today we're diving into something that affects every single one of us every single day, and that's judgment. Judgment of ourselves, judgment of others, and judgment of the situations that life presents us. Here's the thing: judgment is one of the sneakiest blocks to our growth, to our peace, and to our ability to manifest the life we truly desire. And most of the time, we don't even realize we're doing it. So today, we're bringing awareness to the pattern, because awareness is the first step to freedom. Part one is understanding judgment. Before we dive into the layers of judgment, let's talk about what judgment actually is. Judgment is when we label something or someone as good or bad, or right or wrong, without remaining open and curious. It's different from discernment, which is our ability to make wise choices based on values and intuition. Discernment says, this doesn't feel aligned for me right now. Judgment says, that is wrong or that is bad. Can you feel the difference? Judgment closes doors. It shuts down possibility. It keeps us locked in old patterns and prevents us from seeing the truth of what's really happening. And here's what some people don't realize. Judgment is rooted in fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of being hurt. Fear of the unknown. Our ego uses judgment as a protection mechanism. But ironically, it's what keeps us stuck. So why do we judge? Because we were conditioned to. From childhood, we learned what's good or bad based on our family, culture, and experiences. We judge because our mind likes to categorize things. It feels safer that way. And we judge because often we're unconsciously projecting our own fears, insecurities, and unhealed wounds onto the world around us. The beautiful news is once we become aware of our judgment patterns, we can start to shift them. Let's start with the one that impacts us most deeply: self-judgment, the harshest inner critic. That's the voice in your head that says you're not smart enough, attractive enough, successful enough, spiritual enough, healed enough. Sound familiar? Self-judgment is often the loudest and most painful form of judgment because we carry it with us everywhere. It's the constant commentary on everything that we do, say, think, and feel. Here's what self-judgment really is. It's you beating yourself up for being human. It's comparing yourself to an impossible standard, even one that you'd never hold anyone else to. It's replaying past mistakes on a loop. It's criticizing your body, your choices, and your progress. It's that feeling of, I should be further along by now. And the paradox? Self-judgment doesn't motivate us to grow. It paralyzes us. It keeps us small, stuck in shame and fear, unable to step into our power. For the next 24 hours, simply notice when you judge yourself. Don't try to stop it or fix it, just notice. When you look in the mirror, what's your first thought? When you make a mistake, what do you say to yourself? When you're moving through your day, how often does that critical voice appear? Keep a note in your phone or even a small journal. Every time you catch yourself in self-judgment, write it down. Just the awareness of how often we do this is profound. Here's the deeper truth. Most self-judgment isn't even originally ours. It's internalized voices from our parents, teachers, society, and past relationships. We took on these beliefs and made them our identity. But you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. When you catch yourself in self-judgment, try this. Pause and take a breath. Acknowledge, I'm judging myself right now. Then ask yourself, is this true? Or is it an old pattern? Then offer yourself compassion. I'm doing the best I can with what I know. Self-love begins the moment we stop attacking ourselves and start witnessing ourselves with gentleness. Judging others is a mirror effect because this one reveals so much about our inner world. Have you ever noticed that the things that bother you most about other people are the things that you struggle with yourself? Or things that you've suppressed in yourself? This is what Carl Jung called the shadow, the parts of ourselves that we've rejected or denied, and we see them everywhere around us. When we judge someone for being too loud, maybe we've suppressed our own voice. When we judge someone for being selfish, maybe we never allow ourselves to have needs. When we judge someone for being too emotional, maybe we've disconnected from our own feelings. Many say the people who trigger us are our greatest teachers. They're showing us what needs healing within ourselves. Use the mirror technique. Think of someone you recently judged. It could be someone you know or a stranger that you saw online or in a store. Now ask yourself, what specifically did I judge about them? Do I have this quality in myself that I've rejected? Or is this a quality I wish I had, but I don't allow myself to express? What is this judgment showing me about my own unhealed wounds? This isn't about making yourself wrong. It's about using judgment as a doorway to deeper self-awareness. Here's another layer. When we judge others, we're also separating ourselves. We're saying, I'm different from you, or I'm better than you. And that separation is just an illusion in the matrix of the 3D. We are all connected. We're all on our own journey, doing the best we can with the consciousness that we currently have in this moment. That person you're judging, they have a story that you don't know, pain that you haven't seen, struggles that you can't imagine. We are all part of a creator expressing itself through your own unique human experience. When we release judgment of others, we start seeing the humanity in everyone. We start recognizing that we're all just walking each other home. When you catch yourself judging someone, just silently say to yourself, just like me, this person wants to be happy. Just like me, this person has struggled. Just like me, this person is doing their best. This simple shift can transform judgment into compassion instantly. The third layer of judgment is judging situations, resisting what is. The circumstances, events, and experiences that life brings us. This is when we label things as good or bad, fair or unfair, before we can see the bigger picture. You didn't get the job. This is terrible. A relationship ended. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Something unexpected occurred. Why does this always happen to me? But here's what I've learned through my own journey, and what ancient wisdom has taught for thousands of years. Life is neutral. It's our judgment that assigns meaning. There's a famous story about a farmer whose horse ran away. His neighbor said, "What bad luck?" He replied, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returned with wild horses. "What good luck?" He replied, "Maybe." His son tried to tame one of the wild horses and fell off and broke his leg. "What bad luck?" He said, "Maybe." Then the army came to draft young men, but his son was spared because of his injury. "What good luck?" And the farmer said, "Maybe." The point? We often judge situations before we can see how they might be serving us, serving our highest good. What looks like a closed door is often protection. What feels like a setback is often a setup for something better. Try suspending judgment. When something happens you immediately want to label as bad, pause and feel, "I don't know what this means yet. I'm open to seeing how this might serve me." This doesn't mean being passive or not taking action. It means staying open and curious instead of collapsing into victimhood or resistance. When we judge situations, we resist what is. And what we resist persists. We stay stuck in the energy of the problem instead of moving into solution and growth. But when we suspend judgment and ask, "What is this teaching me? How is this guiding me towards my highest path?" we tap into the wisdom of life itself. So here's what I want you to take away from this: the practice of awareness. Judgment of yourself, others, and situations is a habit. And like any habit, it can be transformed with awareness. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to never judge again. That's impossible, and that would just be more judging. What you need is awareness, the ability to catch yourself in the act. "Oh, I'm judging myself right now. Oh, I'm judging that person right now. Oh, I'm labeling this situation as bad right now." Just that awareness, that witnessing, begins to create space. And in that space, you have choice. You can choose compassion over criticism, curiosity over condemnation, openness over resistance. If you want to play with this, set reminders. Put 3 alarms on your phone that just simply say, "Am I judging right now?" Or in a journal, at the end of each day, write down judgments that you noticed throughout the day. Not to shame yourself, but to become aware of your patterns. Replace judgment with curiosity. Instead of, "This is bad," ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of, "They're wrong," ask, "What don't I understand about their experience?" And most of all, practice self-compassion. When you catch yourself judging yourself, place your hand on your heart and say, "I see you. I love you. You're doing the best that you can right now." The path to self-love, to deeper awareness, to the manifesting the life that you desire, it all begins with releasing judgment and embracing what is. Thank you so much for being here and doing this inner work. It takes courage to look at ourselves and our patterns honestly. Don't forget to grab your free copy of my Dream Life Manifestation Journal in the link below, and have fun with it. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Self-Love First for more content on healing, awareness, and transformation. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which form of judgment do you struggle with the most? self, others, or situations. Let's support each other in this journey. Remember, you are worthy of love exactly as you are right now. The judgment doesn't define you. Your willingness to see it and grow beyond it does. Until next time, choose awareness, choose compassion, and as always, self-love first, always. Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.